Welcome to the Marketing Home, Marketing You podcast. Week after week, Barbara Savona of Sprout Marketing brings you quality conversations with industry leaders, mini marketing workshops, and step-by-step guides on everything marketing, business, and career growth. So grab a cup of coffee and get ready for some outside-the-box ideas from the girl that lives inside the shipping container box.
Hi, friends. Welcome to this week's episode of Marketing Home, Marketing You. I'm your host, Barbara Savona, and in this episode, we are going to be planning the month of February. So for my on-site teams and my marketing directors, this one is especially for you. We're going to plan some ideas for what's coming up in the month, some events that you can take and run with at your community. Now, if you're a Sprout member, we're going to be inside of the membership. You guys have access to everything that you see. If you're not a member and you want to preview what we're looking at, you can go to sproutmonthly.com and see a version of the magazine that gives you a little taste of what it's all about. And speaking of that, if you'd like to have a calendar for February, that's a fillable PDF. This is always the hard part. So this great fillable PDF calendar, you can go to trysproutfree.com and there's a ton of resources there that also give you kind of a taste of what our membership is all about. Okay, so now we're going to switch over. I'm going to show you the inside of the membership and we're going to start planning February together. So get out your calendar, get ready to put your creative hats on, and let's get started. Okay, friends, so we're on the inside of the Sprout membership, and I am going to be sharing our Sprout Monthly. So this is the cover for February, and when you turn in a couple of pages, you can grab your planning calendar or your blank calendar. These are great for, they're fillable PDFs, so you can make it however you want. You can open it up in Canva, and you can outline either your marketing efforts and use it as an internal tool, or you can put on there your resident events and use it in your actual resident retention. So you'll also find on the planning calendar some creative holidays, and we like to put everything on there because these sometimes just spark creative ideas. There's Groundhog Day, Women's Physicians Day, Wear Red, Almond Day, Drink Wine Day. There's National Chili Day, Toast Day, Tortilla Chip Day. So there's so many different ones. And while you can't do all of them, I think sometimes they can get the creative juices flowing. So you might want to do something kind of fun and on pizza day, have residents just come by and grab a slice, or anybody that comes into tour can take a slice of pizza with them. Or you could even do something like that on, let's see, tortilla chip day. You could have bags of tortilla chips, the little minis with a little note that says you're all that in a bag of chips. So it's just kind of a fun way to incorporate it into your marketing and retention that's a little bit different than what your competitors are doing. And for our Sprout members, don't forget all of these event lists and newsletters. Just when you want to click them open, they'll open in Canva and you can customize them, or our design team can customize them and add your events for the month there as well. Okay, so what event ideas are we going to be talking about? Well, we're going to have one event that we're going to really dig into, which is a cookie decorating event. And before I share the others, let's just go into that. So Kelly from our team did this beautiful, I love how this turned out. And this is a Love at First Bite, a cookie decorating event. And so you can get fancy by doing it, a little bit special and setting up like an assembly line where residents can grab the cookie that they want and then add the decorations. And you can have areas with refreshments and just for people to hang out and decorate cookies together during a set period of time. Some ideas: add some music, the perfect playlist to set the mood. Hire a live musician if you really want to make it fancy to come and play. You could also have like a romantic film playing in the background, like some classics like The Notebook, 50 First Dates. There's so many. Or you could do How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days or whatever that one was. I always like that one. You could make it boozy by adding wine, champagne, maybe some of those little canned cocktails or canned champagne bottles to make it easy. And you could really make this into an actual contest. So at the end, people could vote on their favorite. You could even add it in social media and have people vote on it, or you could have dedicated people that are going to be the judges and have some sort of giveaway, like a champagne bottle as, the final prize. And I love how Kelly made this really special. These are just plates. To me, they're so beautiful the way that she arranged them. And by adding some of our Sprout designs, these little fun, beautiful designs, it makes it feel really special. So it doesn't have to be super complicated, just plates that feel fun, that feel special, shortbread cookies. Now you could do a to-go option of this and package up. So rather than have, if you rather have it to go, you can make this as a grab and go event by just encouraging residents to come and grab their tray and take it back to their home. Some people maybe don't want to do this, but it'd be a fun activity to do with the family. So you could put the frostings and the sprinkles into these bowls and then have people put them into maybe some of these little cupcake containers. And everything that you need here, there's a link, and we've linked everything that we bought. So it makes it super easy if you want to literally copy and paste this event for your community. You could also do this online and make a fun virtual recipe exchange, which I think could be a lot of fun too, where everyone shares maybe their favorite cookie recipe. It seems like every family has a variation or how they do things that make it a little extra special. So you could do a normal post and encourage residents to comment in the comments with what's their favorite cookie recipe or even their favorite type of cookie if you want to make it really simple. Or you could also share it in a story, and then you could post a cookie recipe background like the one that we've provided here for our members, and then encourage residents to screenshot it, upload their recipe, and then tag your community, and then you reshare it. So there's all sorts of ways to do this online. Remember, put your spin on it, make it special, whether you do it fancy, whether you do it as a to-go or as a virtual event. The point is that you do something for February that will stand out as different. I love this one because you could even call back your prospects that came in the last 30 days and say, hey, we're doing a fun event. If you want to come check out the vibe of our community, we'd love to have you there. Okay, so a few more event ideas. You could have a candy bar, which would be really fun. And you could do this in so many ways. Again, a lot of these are easy for the grab and go. So you could do a candy bar where people come and fill up little baggies of to-go candy. You could already have ready-made to-go candy bags that, people just pick up after work or on their lunch break. And we did a sweet spread here. So everything that you need to shop is right there in the link as well. I think this one turned out beautiful. You could also have a pizza party that would work well on pizza day. I think that could be fun. You could do a guess how many, where you fill up a jar with candy, whatever you decide, Hershey Kisses or something, colorful, the little hearts, and have people guess how many there are. And you could do this online, or you could do it in person where people submit little tickets. And then the winner gets, again, the prize. They could take the jar of candies home. They could also get something extra. So bragging rights, and announce the winner on social. You could do take and bake, whether it's cookies or, cakes or different things like that. A lot of times you can get individual little packets of take and bake for a pizza party. So you could do cake mugs. That's a really easy one. And then add it to the cellophane bags with some brown crinkle paper. And if you want to take it even up a notch, if you have branded coffee mugs, you could even do this for just your renewals for the month as like a take and bake renewal. So links again are on the page that you see here on the right, with all the links to the cake mug mix, the cellophane bags, everything that we use to put these things together. And then football's on everybody's mind. Remember, be careful to use anything with the word Super Bowl or even the big game in your marketing. It's a big offense and you can get fined for it. So you don't want to go there. So think about creative ways. We did it as a tailgate party, and you can have, everything set up with football decor, invite residents to come wearing their favorite jerseys, and you could have the game playing on the big screen, or you could do it online and have people, put a vote on what they think the final score will be. So a lot of fun ways to do that. You could do a sangria pancake breakfast. So you've got a sangria sip-in or a pancake breakfast, one or the other, for a fun brunch in January. And I think this is just a kind of something that could feel very special on a weekend or even on a random weekday. And another one, since Chili Day was happening in the month of January, let's see, what day is Chili Day? Chili Day is on the 23rd, and it's actually on the calendar. So that would be a great event to do, hosting a chili bar for your residents if the weather is especially cool outside. It's just a lot of fun. And it falls on a Thursday, which makes it a great event day. And then on the 20th of the month is Love Your Pet Day. So you guys, how you can do this up. You can either have grab and go goodies for the pets at your community, or if you want to make a big deal, you can have like maybe a great background where they can come get treats and then take pictures or videos of the pets of your community. Makes great content for social media. So just some great ideas there. And remember, the calendar that you get when you go to trysproutfree.com, all of those creative dates are on there. And so whether you want to do the big event that we talked about, which was the cookie decorating contest, or you want to take one of these and make that one your big event, Any of them can be a really big, just a really big and fun deal for your residents. Just put a little creativity to it. And remember, we've got the full shopping list. So if you like how we put events together, we've done the legwork for you. So just check out our links and, make it a little extra special. We wanted to give you guys just an inside peek at one of the members inside of our community. We love the way 605 West End does their events. They're so consistent. So here's some notes that they shared. They're simple events that are done more frequently. You can often find on their social media that they just have these like great, easy grab and go events. And it always comes back to food, right? That's okay. Everyone loves food, even pets. So make it about food if that's what draws in your residents. Make it nice. You can transform something super simple by just adding a few design accents. And 605 uses their Sprout membership. They have these great little plaques where they put in their designs, and you can see how it takes an ordinary event to the next level. They use up all their table space by spreading out their goodies, and it always looks so just inviting. And they play with the height by doing different kind of, layers on things and doing trays and just adding a few elements so that there is that really cool, that really cool feeling of like there's something special and it just looks beautiful. And so it's inviting. And they add tags so that it's easy to make individual items look good. If you can see in the pictures here, every single little grab and go has a Sprout tag that matches the event invite. I mean, it's all put together for them, but they're the ones that really made it special. And I just want to say thank you to Ashley, who said, "We love your ideas and have used many over the course of this past year. Each month, we look forward to the Monthly Idea magazine to help with our resident events, monthly calendar, and all of the flyers we need." Ashley, this is why we do what we do. We just love helping you guys. And I mean, you're a model example of what bringing these events to life can be. Very simple, but it means that it's still very special. And you all are just taking it to the next level. So congrats. Okay, guys, there's a ton more in this issue. We have Stephanie Graves that was featured in the magazine before on a podcast. We have some beautiful things that you guys can see when you go to trysproutfree.com. In fact, these are some of the freebies that you can download. This is a event invite. You can customize it in Canva. We have some really fun things, so make sure that you go to trysproutfree.com. And for our members, we've got lots more events that you guys can check out. Resident gift ideas, notices and reminder, marketing designs, a fun hot chocolate promotion, easy follow-ups with phone scripts, text scripts, and an email scripts. Make it easy. Instagram video templates that you can customize in Canva. We've got Anne's fair housing training, Bill's leadership training, Dr. Lindsay Bira talking about emotional intelligence, and of course, access to all of the resources that have been shared thus far. Friends, this is a lot for February. Don't get overwhelmed. This is the year that we're getting 1% better. So just focus on doing one thing a little bit better this month. And I cannot wait to see how you bring these ideas to life. If you do them, tag me on Instagram at sproutmarketing.com, connect with me on LinkedIn, and I'll see you guys next week for another episode of Home Marketing You. I almost forgot the name of this podcast. Oh my goodness. All right, guys, see you next week. Bye.